You may have noticed my wonderful attire here today. I'm covered in screen all over me. Today I want to talk to you about, I want to have a TikTok. So we're going to do a TikTok. The reason I wanted to do this is because there's a correlation between working in the woods and ticks. And I have a very compelling story that will just help you understand a little bit more about them. Have you ever been at work and your feet hurt, your knees ache, you're having brain fog? Well, I've been there. And it happened to me, and I was working at a high-level consulting job. This was back in 2018, I think. Yeah, 2018. And I realized something was really wrong. And I went to my doctor and I said, hey, I'm having feet problems. My knees are aching. Every time I go to a meeting, I write notes. I come out of the meeting and I look at my notes. I don't even remember what was being said in the meeting. So they did a bunch of tests on me and she said, oh, well, you need orthotics for your feet. And for your knees, we'll give you physio and, we'll do tests on your brain health. But, you're getting older. And I was like, this is my life at 54. This is how it's going to be. And I was flabbergasted, for lack of a better word. So I decided that I would go see my brother in New Mexico. And the reason I did that was because I had a feeling something bigger was wrong. And when I got down to New Mexico, my brother did blood tests for me and found out that I had Lyme disease. Now, he's a doctor of Oriental medicine and also energy medicine. And he was ready and willing for me to stay with him and be treated. I went down there, stayed for 2 months, and during that time, he gave me AIs, which basically he would take the blood out of my system, mix it in a centrifuge with nutrients and things to boost my immune system, and then he'd re-inject me with that same blood. I also had what's called ozone therapy. He would take my blood out of my system and add oxygen into it and put it back in my system. Another thing I did while I was there, I had no sugar in my diet as well. I basically had a diet of meats and vegetables for 2 months, and I felt incredible. My knees no longer ache, my feet no longer ache, I'm able to dance, I'm able to wear heels again, my brain is clear, I no longer have the lack of words. Now this is me, this is what happened with me. If you have a different circumstance, you need to look into it, you need to do your own research. I highly recommend that. If you want to check out my brother's website too, just to see who he is, he's at
drglenwilcox.com.
Or you can look up Glenn Wilcox, Dr. Glenn Wilcox in Albuquerque. Either of those will get you to him. Over and above that, I just want to give you some tips and tricks. So if you're working in the woods and you're in and out of, as you can see behind me here, there's lots of tall grass here. Really recommend walking with long pants and tuck your socks into your pants. And then I spray over top of that with a little bit of bug spray. But there's lots of natural ways you can put stuff on your body for bugs. So look into that. Also know that you need to come in and check yourself. As the story goes, check yourself for ticks. Make sure that you are always checking for ticks. Super important. Take care of yourself. When you get them, if you do get bitten, definitely use, I'll have to show you a picture of the tweezers I use. They're really, really dainty, fine tweezers at the point, and they're great because you get in under the tick. There's definitely a way to use the tweezers. You want to be right next to your skin and not pull the body of the tick, but instead pull right at the very head of the tick as close as you can get to the skin and pull them out that way. Otherwise, you're squeezing the nastiness that's in them into your body, and you don't want to do that. Usually you're okay within 24 hours. They haven't inserted their juices, their Lyme juices into you. Yeah, so take care of yourself. Make sure you are mindful of the bugs. I'm sure you've seen bugs flying in front of me. This is an awesome little thing. I'll show you this. You can just do this and get your hair in and zip up, and you're covered. And nothing's getting past those barricades. So there you go. That's a discussion about ticks and how it can affect your work. So keep in mind that it's something to really keep an eye out for, because when you're out in nature, There's going to be bugs. There's lots. Thanks for watching. I love having you interested and engaged, and love to hear more from you on how you're dealing with ticks and any challenges you've had with Lyme. And also, if you really like this stuff, subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of our group to keep having these conversations about working in the woods, basically. Take care. Bye.